What?
This one.
You got bit already?
Yeah. Unless it hit brush or something. Oh, look.
Oh. Yeah, that's it right there. Oh my gosh, that only took a little bit of time. You want to move up front? Or, yeah.
Might need to steer the boat. Oh, is it a fish?
Yeah.
Is it just cruising the surface?
I don't know what that is.
It feels like a fish, but...
I mean, the way it hit. Think it's a crappie?
It's a bird.
What?
I think it's a bird.
What?
No.
It is, it's a bird.
What? No.
Yes, it is.
Ow.
You grab the lure,
Pull out that way.
pull it up, I'll net him and we'll get the hook out.
Oh, that sucks.
It's fighting like a fish, but it was surfing.
But it's not at the same time.
It was surfing. Oh. What?
That's crazy.
There.
Dang.
There you go. There you go.
Sorry, bud. I guess our lures look good.
Bob caught the first bird. Yeah, he bit at
And it just popped right out of his mouth.
Yeah, he bit at it once and then he came back and got it again.
Yeah, it popped out of his mouth like he wasn't even hooked.
No, it was at the very tip of his beak almost.
Yeah, so he kind of was holding on too. I don't know. It's weird. Just got him just right. New year, new gear. I'm like stoked that I've been stoked about this. We got 4 brand new Magdas from Cachuma. These are the 15DX Ts, which means it has the line counter, which we've never done this here at Cachuma, like be real precise with how far we let our lines back. So today we're actually gonna be able to run 4 rods. We'll know exactly how far they are behind the boat, which will allow us to turn and not tangle. So the farthest one back, we'll send out the longest, let's say like 200 feet. Next one's gonna be 180. The next one's gonna be 150, or 2 that are 150 on the sides. So I'm really excited. We're pairing them with Cachuma Cellulose, which are these kokanee rods, and they have a lot of forgiveness. So these fish are gonna stay pinned, hopefully. We have 8-pound mono on these, and then the leader to our needlefish is a 6-pound test. Basically a Carolina rig, 1/4 ounce egg sinker, and we're just gonna send them back and see how we do. We got Bob behind the camera today, and we got Leroy back here making sure our homemade rod holders are all set up. So let's do it. Yeah, what do you guys think of our homemade rod holders here? PVC pipe, fit custom to that post over there, so there's really not much flex. They look good. You can see it just, even if it's mono, I was thinking, okay, if I put braid on it, then you'd really see that sensitivity. But even with the mono, the 8-pound mono, you can really see that little needlefish moving, vibrating as it goes. So yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We never used to be able to do this because with the spinning gear, you don't know exactly how far you're out. With these line counters, we know that our lines are staggered enough to where when we make a turn, they can like swing over and under each other and stay free and clear of each other. So that one's at 100, that one's at 130, 160, and then this one's at 130. So we should be clear, theoretically. All right, so tactic officially switched. Bob's up front, doing his thing with the electric trolling motor. We're probably going about 2 miles an hour, if that, 1 point something. But with these flicka-shads, they won't really run true if you're going too fast. They're these ones. They're not high speed. Dude, that'd be sick if Nomad made trout lures, huh? Come on, one fit.
Should have stayed and worked.
This place is gonna have to, in March and April, this place is gonna be packed with trout.
Oh, bass, big old bass. You not, those were bass. Those were bass on the surface.
What?
Those were bass on the surface.
You saw them?
Yeah, did you hear them swim away?
No.
I heard some splash.
Yeah.
You saw them?
Yeah. I'll send you the footage when I get it. They're
just cruising?
Yeah, and then they dip down.
How big were they?
They're like 3 pounders.
Oh, nice.
What the heck?
Why was? Oh!
There's one.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Yeah! Yeah! Finally! Finally!
Got one of those bass.
How's it feel, Bob? On that rod? Yeah, nice, nice.
It's just spiraling. That's a bass.
Is it?
Or is it a catfish?
It's just spiraling.
I see that.
Why? Is it a trout?
Yeah, it's a trout.
Oh yeah.
It's a nice trout.
Oh, because it's like pinned on its face. It's right here. Got one in the river.
It's a good
oh,
one.
it's a pink with
Here.
no weight.
Bring it back. Can you bring it here?
I'm going to.
Oh, careful. Oh, hook came out.
Hook came out.
Finally.
It's a new trout too, look. New tag.
Finally. Finally. That only took 3-4 hours, I think. One thing I did not mention with these rods too is it has a clicker, which means when a fish takes the lure, you'll be able to hear it. So we don't have to depend on constantly looking at the setup to make sure we don't miss a bite.
There's only one spinning rod there. All the rest are casting rod and they all have spinning rod.
Oh!
Oh, there's a fish. Same spot. Same spot.
Look at that!
Even want to get up front and fight him up front. I can net him on the back.
It's okay.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
There you go, Bob. Net it. Same spot. Almost the same spot.
Look at that action. Yeah, I'm usually a left-handed guy, so this is interesting. Oh, he's coming in. He's coming straight for us.
Peeling, keep reeling.
There he is. Not very big. Look at that absorption. Shock absorption on the cellulo. Doing what's supposed to do.
Where you going?
This way?
Having that problem. Having that issues.
Yoo-hoo!
He's in like flint.
Broke it in, baby. Let's go.
Same size as the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that on the pearl bikini.
Heck yeah, on the half ounce. That's on the half ounce, so he's a little deeper. Yes, we did it. Second fish, we're putting it together. That's what we're doing.
You had to do the bottom of it. You wouldn't win anyway.
He was going nowhere. Leroy said we got him on the bottom lip. Let's go. So here's the beauty of that, is we know exactly how far that was because we have the line counter. So now we can make sure that it's set up exactly the same way. And then we can actually set up that one exactly the same too. So we're super precise. Oh, fish, fish, fish! Leroy!
On it. That didn't have an extra weight.
True. Clicker is off, yep.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo!
Stay wicked. You're running
We're doing it!
too close or something.
Ah! Look at that absorption going on.
Yeah.
You're gonna clear because this one's still out way 150.
Yeah, he's right
You want to turn the boat, Bob? That way? That way? There you go. Nice. Keep them pinned, Leroy. Keep them pinned. Yeah. Out that way. You tighten your drag a little bit. There you go. Oh, he ate it good. He's jack pulling it. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a beauty.
It's a beauty. It's a beauty, eh?
Yeah, he was the hook set was real good.
The bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that other one.
Look at that one. That's a cool looking trout. It's almost got a hooked lip. What a difference a fish makes. Well, 3 fish makes. So Bob was just saying, like, what he was thinking when we were skunking for 3 hours was, man, I don't think I've ever come out here and not caught fish. And Leroy was like, yeah, you were already talking about like the barbecue we could be having right now. Right?
Ribs were sounding pretty often.
Yeah.
One fish changes it all.
Yeah, so we got those 3 fish in 30 minutes because we switched back to the big motor. We ran all needlefish now. One of those fish came on a 1/2 ounce. We have all the other ones at a 1/4 ounce Carolina rig, but now we have 2 1/2 ounce Carolina rigs and 2 in the back. But these rods have definitely allowed us to troll 4 rods effectively because we know exactly the distance behind the boat on these things. So on the 2 back ones, we have one at 150, one at 130, and then the 2 on the sides with the 1/2 ounce weights are each at 100 feet. So we're able to make those turns and be confident we won't tangle. But we found the zone now finally. So it's a combination of finding the zone, having the right bait, having the right speed, and then all of a sudden the day goes from 0 to hero. That was definitely redemption from how the morning started. That grebe was bad luck. So right after that fish, it started to rain. So we have a little bit of weather now. Which means, if you're looking at glass half full, it's prefrontal conditions, so the bite should turn on. Let's go. But it's cold. It's cold.
Cold and it's wet, but you know what? Fish don't care. They're already wet. It's raining. It's all right. At least we're catching fish.
That's so nice. I think we're confident, even if you Oh! That's a good one! Yay! Yeah! That was sick. That was so sick. I'm gonna throttle us. That was dope.
There's trout out here. He was right.
There you go, Leroy. Or I'll bet it.
Oh. Yeah, it just feels like the same way with me. It didn't feel like there was a fish on there, but there is. Those reels, man. Those reels are super fine.
the tails on these are still so full. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. Look at, it's like, oh, that was an old one. Look,
really mossy.
seaweed. It's like moss all over.
Yeah, it's another good trout.
Yeah.
We got to be off the lake in about 40 minutes. We got one more pass. We're gonna trace this whole area all the way down around this bend right here and into a cove, and we're gonna end it at that cove. So hopefully we can get bit one more time. We missed at least 5 bites. They just got finicky. Once the weather cleared up, like look at this, it turned into glass again. Once it turned to glass again, the fish got real finicky. I feel like it just proves that point when there's chop, a bit of wind, the surface breaks up, the lures are a little harder to see, so those fish really have to attack and inhale the baits. But if they get a good look at it, sometimes they don't inhale the bait well and they don't get hooked well. So yeah, we actually had a couple on for 2 seconds and then came off. So
all of those bites that we had earlier, there was wind, a little bit of sprinkle, lots of disturbance on the top of the water for an hour and a half, and that's the window that we hit all those fish. After that, nothing. So I think the weather and that wind does make a big difference in the bite.
Not to mention, I wasn't using any hooks on my lure, because that's the way I like to fish. I like to get the bites, but I don't want to deal with the fish.
12-foot leader.
Yeah.
12-foot leader.
but yeah, so far those rods are doing well. The fish that did stick, they're definitely pinned. And those rods, surprisingly but not surprisingly, have plenty of backbone. Like Leroy was actually surprised that the fish that he landed was bigger than it felt, which definitely says a lot.
It did. It's a nice, I mean, rods, they don't seem like they have a lot of backbone, but they do when it comes to the fighting the fish. And the fish just glided right in. I thought it was probably like a little 1-pound trout, but it turned out to be maybe 2.5 maybe. Yeah, it was a nice trout.